Good morning, Dr. Hickey, Mr. Gallagher, Mr. Patterson, faculty, and fellow students. The average family in America has 2 kids, 1.94 to be exact. But in my family, there are 5 of us. Growing up with a family was normal. When I was originally writing this speech, it was going to be about my big family. But as I was writing it, it turned more or less into just being about family. In a way, it is the same as any other family, but not everyone has as many siblings as I do. The reason I chose family as my topic is because they're the most important thing in my life. I also chose them because they were the first thing that popped in my head because they're so important to me. Without my family, I wouldn't have been able to have some of the amazing opportunities I've had or be the person I am today. In my family, there are 7 of us. I have my parents, my dad and my mom, my older brother Jackson, my first youngest sister Addie, my second youngest sister Ryan, and my youngest sister Emerson. One of the things that stands out to me is the time I've spent with my family traveling. We've gone on some family vacations, but we're a big family, so traveling with 7 people isn't always easy. My parents have to get all 5 of us up and out of bed, packed to the airport, through security, and on the plane on time. An overwhelming task, but after all that, we can finally enjoy our vacation. Most vacations are fun until you have to do that process all over again to get home. While traveling with a big family, we've been to some pretty cool places. Some of these places include Florida, San Francisco, New York City, and one that we visit the most is my home state of Iowa, which we go to every summer. There have been other places that I've been to without my family, like when me, my older brother, my mom, and my dad went to London, which was fun. I have also been places without my family. For example, last March, I went to Finland with Upland without any of my family members, and this was great because I got away from the loud chaos of my family. Traveling is a big thing in my family because we love to do it, and there are many reasons why, but the main reason is making fun memories with the people I love the most. Having a big family, there's a lot of chaos, even when we aren't traveling. With all this chaos, it can be fun and a little frustrating at times. Most of the time, I have a good time with my siblings until something goes wrong. When me and my older brother were younger, we would hang out and play together all the time. I wasn't as close to my sisters as I was my brother, but we would still have a very good relationship. As all siblings do, we fight often and about everything. With having a big family, there will always be fighting happening, but there will be some point in life when we all realize fighting is just an opportunity for us to get closer, and it will turn out better in the end. Having 5 kids and a dad that played sports in college means that most, if not all of us, are competitive and play sports too. 3 out of my 4 siblings play hockey, and it is always challenging to get everybody to a game, but my parents always figure it out. One part of having siblings play hockey is parent versus kid games. This is one of the most fun things to do because of the sibling rivalry we have made. Usually it's me and my brother against all 3 of my younger sisters. Luckily, when the hockey season ends, it's a little less chaotic because not everybody plays a sport in the spring. Playing a sport in my family is a big, important part of our lives. Whether we are on the same team or opposites, it has always brought us closer together. There's one thing that every person, sibling or not, needs to learn. That one thing is sharing. In my family, this big, we have to share everything. Whether it's food, toys, no matter what, we have to share. With 4 siblings, sharing was hard because all we wanted was a turn and we wanted it all for ourselves, but we could never get it. One big thing we would have to share was playing video games. It was mainly only me and my brother who would have to share this, but my brother would always be playing, and like every other kid, I would say, "It's my turn." The one person who would always get to play no matter what was my sister Addie. This is because she would rarely play video games, so if she happened to want to, it was instantly her turn. I'm not sure if that was fair, but it didn't always feel fair. Overall, looking back, sharing stuff wasn't bad at all because it is an incredible life lesson. The reason that it is so important to learn to share is because of the things it can help you with your family, it can help you with and your family can accomplish. It will make your parents a little bit less mad. One other thing, like every other family, we have family traditions. We love and care for each other like every other, and we celebrate many holidays together too. One example of our family traditions is that on the first day and the last day of school, we go get ice cream. I don't know exactly what started this, but it is a very fun and sweet thing that we do. The reason I talked about this is because it is something that I feel not many families do, and it is something so small but impactful. Another family tradition that we have is every summer we spend about 2.5 weeks in our home state of Iowa on a vacation. Going to Iowa every summer with my family is something very fun because we go out to our lake house and we get to go to an amusement park we used to go to all the time when we lived there. The reason I highlighted this in my speech is because of all the fun things we do on this vacation and because it is nice to see where we grew up. One thing that is also significant for me and my family is what we do during holidays. We celebrate holidays that many other people do, like Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and more. But with 7 people in our family, there is always a little bit more spirit. For example, my mom loves decorating for Christmas, so we always have a lot of Christmas decorations inside of our house. This is something that makes the holiday really special in my family. Everybody knows that holidays are really about spending time with the ones you love the most. And with these 6 other people in my life, every holiday is special. Holidays are a super important thing in my family, and we usually go to my grandparents on Christmas Eve. One group grows even larger, and this is very special for me. Beyond traditions, we have other experiences, and they aren't always fun, like moving. When I was 8, we moved to Pennsylvania. This was a big change for all of us because everything was new. New school, new house, new friends, and new everything. This was big because all of my family, except my older brother, had never really traveled far before. We moved in the summer of 2018, and we lived with my grandparents, who lived there because my dad grew up in Pennsylvania. We stayed with them while my parents were shopping for a house. Shopping for a house was big because I'd only moved once before, and that was when I was 2 years old. This is a very important thing in my life, and it was very important that I experienced it with my family because of how much it would have affected me. Looking back, I wouldn't have changed anything. I'd keep it all the same because the life that I have now with my family here in Pennsylvania is one that I wouldn't trade for anything. Once we finally found a house, we lived there for about 3 years. After we had spent all that time moving and unpacking stuff, we moved again. This time we moved to a place not that far, only about 40 minutes from our old house. This was a big change because of the amount of packing and other things we had needed to move. With moving houses a lot, I also had to move schools a lot. So when I moved to my current house, I started to attend Upland. I started to attend Upland when I was entering the 6th grade. I was the only one in my family that was going there, and this made me feel special because I was the only one that got to that had this experience. It was just me at Upland for about 2 years, which was good, but then at the end of my 7th grade year, my parents told me that my three younger sisters would be going to Upland because they saw how good it had been for me. At first, I was not happy about this because I felt special being the only one going to Upland. But later on, I realized that Upland had helped me in a lot of things in my personal life, and why would I not want that for my younger siblings? They could use the same things in their lives. When you have a family as big as mine, there's some ups and downs, but every moment is special. I love my family so much, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. One big thing I love about my family, One thing I love about my family being so big is I always have lifelong friends. There will always be someone that I can go to if it's not my parents. Another benefit of having a family this big is that we've made so many memories together, and there are only more to come. That has been one of the best parts about having a big family. Another reason I wouldn't trade them for the world is because no matter what, I will always have a support system for however long I need. No matter how many times my sibling loves or annoys me, I will always have this support system that others may not get, and I'm grateful for that. Lastly, I will have a lesson that lasts a long time with all the things I've learned over the years with this many people so close in my life. When I think about what truly matters in my life, family is always at the center of it. But by far the most important thing in my life is my parents. The reason I say this is because of the incredible opportunities they've provided me over the years. No matter what I do, I can't be mad at them because of what they've done for me. When I was at a point in my life when I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, they were always there helping me and getting me through a tough stage in my life. Now I'm the happiest I've ever been, and it is because of them. The reason I chose this topic was because of them, and I wouldn't trade anything in the whole world for them. So to my parents, who I love the most, I can't possibly thank you enough for everything that you have done for me. Thank you.